Yo.
All right, hello. Hi there, sorry about the wait, everyone. I managed to spill my drink immediately before the timer ran out and we were supposed to start, but here we are, we're back. This is a new setup for me, so yeah, I might spill my drink again just because that's who I am as a person, but we are gonna do some painting. I really don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've got the laptop in front of me on a table, I've got the camera sitting on the couch, which I don't know how stable that is, but all in all, we're gonna figure it out. So, welcome everyone, my name's Natasha. We're gonna do some painting today. This is a creative co-working channel, so give a like, follow, subscribe if you like that kind of stuff. Hi everyone, I saw Itanshi, I saw Meowfa, I saw Oscar. Welcome, I hope you guys are having a lovely day. What is going on with this Cheerios beef? Okay, let me click this link so I can figure out what's happening. But I just got some new watercolors. I'm really excited because I wanted some really fun, summery, bright watercolors this year. And I didn't buy them last year because I was not, I was trying to budget and be good. And this year I found some on sale for a really good price. And it was one of the sets I was looking at last year. So I was really happy to find that. So we're going to do that. Okay, hold on. What's going on with this Cheerios beef? Oh, he's been voiced by a bunch of different voice actors. Oh my god, he didn't have a name until 2000. So random. Record number of voices playing the character. That's amazing. So they just need to like replace him a couple more times and he'll win. Alright, so I'm going to show you, first of all, these are the watercolors I got, and I'm going to go through and show you guys a bunch of the stuff I've been working on. So if you were here hanging around earlier, I had a watercolor workshop in July with an artist who paints water scenes, like the ocean and things. And so I'm going to show you some of my work that I did on that workshop and since and before. That workshop was put on by the watercolor company A Gallo, and they make these beautiful watercolor paints. And then I bought these like super randomly. I just picked out colors I needed. I needed a yellow, I needed some oranges, I liked the greens and the blue, and then I got home and I put them together and I'm like, it's such a beautiful combination palette colors, so I'm pleased with that. Also, because they make their watercolors from scratch, we got to do a demo of making watercolor at that workshop. And so this is the watercolor we made as a group. It's like literally from the mineral pigment. I think this one was lapis lazuli, so like literally the gemstone, grind it up, which was pre-ground, and then mixed with honey and what is it? It's not agar. It's why can't I remember the word for it? That's so silly. It probably says here somewhere on it. Gum arabic, not agar. Gum arabic and rosemary oil, and we like grinded it up and mixed it all together and made our own little paint at the workshop, which was super cool because I have been wanting to do my own watercolors for a while, and I bought the materials for it, but I haven't tried to do it yet because I've been kind of too nervous. So it was really good to actually see in person watercolor get made, so that I feel a little bit more confident, and I'll be doing that at some point, probably on stream. But these are the watercolors I got before, and I'll show you some of the works I've already done with these ones. And then the new ones that just came in today, I was super excited, are these ones. So these are samples, free samples, and this is the color set of Clover. I think it's Clover something. I'll look up the actual creator of these watercolors at some point, and I'll post the links somewhere. Like the A Gallo Italian watercolors, and this is an American indie brand. But I'm super excited. They're like super shimmery and bright. And so I've got some black paper and I've got some white paper, and we're gonna test them out. And then I got a couple free samples, which was nice. And yeah, I'm just super psyched. What else do we have here? Yeah, I think that's about it to get kind of started. Yeah, I'm really not sure about this setup, so it might end up changing at some point if I'm not liking how it's working, but let's give it a try. Okay, first of all, I want to swatch the new samples. So I've got some water. Where are my paintbrushes? Way up here, okay. That's maybe not a bad place for them, they're kind of out of the way. What paintbrush do I want to use? Let's use my new paintbrush. Swatch the new samples. Okay, and I'll show you guys some of the stuff I did recently, because like I said, we had been working with the watercolor workshop. So I'll show you guys what we ended up getting. All right, so okay, all my stuff's in a complete like jumbled pile. So let's try and organize some of this. Okay. So this one is just paper for today. It doesn't have anything new in it or interesting. This is our black paper. We're gonna use this one today, but also this one has, I do wanna show you some of the ones in this one because I'm quite pleased with some of the ones here. So I will go through that. Sorry, I'm just trying to double check if my captions are working. They're kind of being a little bit weird on me right now, so let's refresh that and see if they're working. I feel like they should be, but never know. Okay, so while I'm doing that, I'll show you this book because these are some things I want to show. That one's old. This was kind of, I was doing these kind of like citrus fruits in these shimmer metallic paints, kind of some really interesting kind of starry backgrounds in the night, citrus at night, I guess. And I was really happy with some of how these turned out. These paints are also amazing in person. They have such a huge range of color shift. This one I really liked until I screwed up this part, and it's just, there's way too much going on up here, and I'm not sure if to fix it I need to just add a bunch more to the rest of it. But I'm not happy with this corner, and I'm really happy with the bottom bit, so that's, you know, frustrating. It happens. This one I'm very happy with. I don't know if it actually even looks that good on camera, but in person this one looks so cool because the blue is just this blue-violet shift, and it just looks really gorgeous in person. It just looks like jewels. So I like that one. That's the last. So we got a lot of black paper to work with today. Okay, what else have I got here? Anything interesting in this one? No, I haven't really used this one yet, so I'll probably use this one today because it's just cheap paper, so it's good for testing. I don't really like those two very much. Anything in here that's new or good? These are all old, I think. Yeah, these are all really old. More cheap paper. Okay, what have we got? Anything new in this one? No, I don't think there's anything good in this one. No, but I have a couple pieces in this one that have some water that needs to be done, and I haven't filled it in with color yet, with paint yet. So now that I have a little bit more understanding of how to paint water, I'm gonna finish those. All right, so we have a couple, sorry, I'm like super all over the place. We have a couple pieces I did in Rome, kind of on the street painting, and like some landmark pieces that I've been really working on lately. Really kind of practicing doing architecture and, you know, tourist kind of style paintings, and especially these ones kind of like where, you know, you can color in the dress of the person who wants to buy it. Some sculptures, just kind of that stuff. This one's not finished. I should finish this one because it's the Spanish Steps and it just needs like some flowers and it's pretty much done. So we've been doing that lately. And then, okay, so this is the new palette I got at the workshop, and I did this one here in that beautiful kind of colors, kind of citrusy. And then what else did we do? Oh, and then we did this one. This one, it didn't really turn out very well, but it was kind of an example test, like that kind of Majolica tile prints with the beautiful blue on white and the yellow lemons mixed in there. So this one didn't really turn out great. Like I kind of smudged a bunch of it all over the place. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's actually the direction it's supposed to be in. No, maybe this way. Yeah, this way. Okay. So I don't even know. But I'm not super happy with it, but it was a good test run. And then what's the other one I did here? This one, I'm really happy with this one. Kind of, again, like orange citrus fruits on this kind of turquoise gingham background. That's super my style, so I'm very happy with that one. All right, now we're on to the water stuff. So I'll show you guys. Oh, I don't have my old water stuff in here. These are all like half decent because they're post-workshop. So actually this is pre-workshop. So these are the water I was working on before the workshop, but I've gone in over and kind of smoothed them out a bit since the workshop. So they looked worse a little while ago. Hey Sirconis, how's it going? How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm excited to test out my new watercolors today. So that's gonna be fun. These other ones are ones I did before the workshop and then came back in and touched up after. So like this one looks way better after I touched it up, but I'm still not 100% on it. Most of these I'm not 100% on. This is a very difficult skill and I'm still learning. This one, again, I feel like I went a little bit too hard on these reflections, so I might go back in with water and just kind of soften them up, but I really like this part. So it's just kind of learning where to put these harsh reflections and where not to, because this part I love, and then this part I'm not feeling it. This one I actually really liked, except I liked it more before I added all these little highlight reflections, and so I might actually try to go in and remove some of those because I think this part is pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it overall, even though I think I did put too many reflections in. What else do I have here? Okay, this one, yeah, this was one of my early ones before the workshop, and so it's a little too stiff, like everything is not blended enough. This was one of the ones we did in the workshop, and it's not quite finished yet. I want to add some more to the bottom here, because see, these reflections look really good, but there's none down here. So I'm going to go in and add a little, I might do that today. I might add a few reflections down here still, but overall I'm pretty pleased with this one. And then the other one I'm quite pleased with is this one. We did this one on plein air, out at the harbor during the workshop, and it was supposed to be just very, you know, quick and sketchy, so not as like detailed and time consuming as this one where we spent like a couple hours on it, but like just maybe spent an hour and just did it right from life. And I'm actually really happy with the way this one turned out, because I think it really captured what I was trying to capture with the boats and the reflections, and I'm pleased with that one. All right, so that's what we've done recently. Let's swatch some watercolors. Put these guys away. My new watercolors, I'm so excited. And I'll swatch the other ones for you guys too, because I haven't actually made little swatches of those, and I even have a swatch card that came from the company. So I don't usually use swatch cards. I usually swatch things in my sketchbook so that I don't lose the swatch cards. But the A Gallo watercolors are these beautiful ones here, handmade in Italy, and they included a swatch card with the tin, so I'm happy about that. I'll have to look up the name of this company too, because I had this tin sitting around waiting, and because these ones are magnetic, I was so happy that they would fit in this tin that doesn't have the little holders. Because actually normally I don't even use this style of holder. Normally I don't have one with me, they're all inside. Because this one just doesn't have any holders at all. They're just jammed in there and they kind of stay by force of stickiness. But normally I use little 6 watercolor holders, and you can fit 3 of them in here. So that's what I normally do. But I do like this guy, because I think this just looks so pretty together. You like the blues? Yes, I'm super happy with those. All right, so what else? We're gonna swatch these. See, I kind of want to use the swatch card because this is like intended for way more colors, and if I only put 6 on here, it's gonna look weird. So I feel like I'm just gonna swatch them in my sketchbook. I think that's better. What sketchbook though to do this in? Maybe just one of my cheap ones, because I just want to get the colors out. So maybe this guy. If I do it in this guy though, it's going to be ripped out and not stuck in there. I know which one. This one? I don't actually know. I'm just experimenting and learning things. Oh, this one! I did this one. I'm not happy with it. I was really happy with the Colosseum, but then the flowers I put in turned out like really garbage, and I don't like them at all. So I might go in and just try to like overwrite those flowers with like roses or something, because the Colosseum turned out beautiful, and then I was trying to make it like pretty and I ruined it. So yeah, I've got to go back in and try to fix those flowers because I'm not happy with them. All right, let's do some swatches on the back of this sketchbook. I think that's a good place to put them because then they're kind of in a sketchbook. Okay, all right, I'll do these ones first. And these ones I've already used as I showed you guys. Yeah, I also don't know how I want the camera zoomed here. I really haven't done this setup before, guys, so we're just experimenting. Like my chin all over it. Okay, is that better? Can you guys kind of see the art tray without my chin being right there? Okay, and then, all right. Hey, Ironico Art, how are you today? Welcome in, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it isn't ruined, they aren't garbage, but I'm very unhappy with them, and I can do better, and I know I can do better, and I'm going to do better. But thank you for your kind words. Yeah, I don't like it when people are too negative on themselves, myself, so I appreciate this sentiment. All right, yeah, see, I don't like the angle of this camera. Okay. Okay. Arts and Evolution, we have to start somewhere. Yeah, oh my god, that was the thing. That was why I actually bothered to pay for this watercolor course with the artist who does water, because yeah, water is actually one of those things. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos trying to learn how to do water and failed miserably. I just could not get the hang of it. I even watched her videos. She doesn't have very many, but she had a few, and it was just like, I'm getting nowhere here, so that sucked. And then yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna pay for a course so she can actually teach me in person, and it really helped. Like honestly, just being in person and like doing my version and then having her come over and go, oh, this part needs to be more blended, and then she'd blend it herself and it'd be like, well, now it looks 1,000,000% better. How did you do that? But you know, I was watching her, so I'm like, I can try myself, and it's like, oh, that is better. So like it was very good, and I'll actually maybe post a link to her because yeah, I would definitely recommend her as a teacher because she was great, and I definitely learned and improved. Right? Yeah, I love looking back at older works and being like, oh yeah, I have learned since then. Right? And it's like, yeah, I can see what's wrong with all of this. But yeah, it was good that they had the watercolors for sale because I was actually very low on yellow. And I didn't really have any oranges. I don't use orange a lot, like standard bright orange a lot. And so I actually didn't even really have one with me. I had a pastel orange, that's it. This was like the closest thing to orange I had in my, not that, this color here, this like really pastel peachy orange. This one is one of my new ones, and yeah, and that's a new yellow, but that's a new orange I didn't get. That's just a sample. But yeah, I didn't have anything close to orange. And then even for green, I was running really low on my bright green, and I didn't have anything this vibrant green at all. I just kind of had this sap green, which is a very common color. And then I'm pretty good on emerald green. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I do need new greens. And then I couldn't resist getting another turquoise blue because of who I am as a person. You can see I have like 7 different turquoise blues already. But no, I absolutely needed a new one. So that's what happened. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with a pen and like write the names of these colors down. Oops, there's got green and blue, I don't want to do that. Yeah, these are all like handmade pigment watercolors. And they're actually really glossy and nice. They dry really nicely after you use them, because you can see sometimes I have a bunch of like kind of indie or cheap brands, and you can see the cheap kind of brands tend to crumble like this over time. And so that's a mark of a better watercolor, is that it stays glossy after re-wetting a lot of times. And sometimes even the good ones do it too, because some pigments are just more prone to that. But the better quality watercolor, the glossier it's going to stay even over time. So, you know. How are y'all? I'm good. How are you? What are you up to today? Oh, you're getting back to art after a 3-month of art hiatus. Why did you have a 3-month hiatus? Oh, and I'll swatch the one we made in the workshop too. This one, honestly, like we only grinded it down as a like in the class, and you could tell it required more because like it's not super pigmented and it's a little bit granulated. Whereas if it had really been ground in better and properly like measured according to their standards, it would be less granulated. But this is generally a light tone, very translucent pigment in the first place, because it's just a natural mineral pigment. Like I said, lapis lazuli. So yeah, I was pleased to have made that. So that's all the ones I got from A Gallo watercolor. And I think they sell online. Actually, I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know what their website is. It didn't say it. agallocolors.com. I'll show you guys the website. So that's the website. And yeah, it's a nice little, you know, small business. So artisanal watercolors, if that's of interest to you. This looks like juice, and I'm not going to drink it. You like blues and greens? Yes. Turquoise blues are my favorite, and then greens are probably a pretty close second, as evidenced by the summer palette I bought also has multiple blues and greens. Okay, so these have the colors listed on the side of these little cardboard holders that I kept with me. So I'm gonna take those out, and I didn't bring any pens out with me. Okay, we're not gonna do that quite yet because I don't want to bother getting up and getting pens quite yet. So we will label these at some point. But for now, we're gonna do these ones. Okay, so I have, how many was that? That was 7, and I have 12 of these. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I could probably put 12 in a row. Or I could do 6 and 6. That might be smarter, hey? That might look a bit nicer, hey? That 7th one is just causing me grief. Alright. That is water went in the fairy yellow. That's alright. Yeah, just never have any real juice sitting nearby that looks the same. See, that would be really smart, but I absolutely can guarantee you at some point in my life I will. Don't drink the paint water. Don't drink the candle is also one I have trouble with, because sometimes I have a candle sitting close by in a relatively cup-shaped jar, and it's like, no, that is not a drink. That is a candle. That is a lit candle. Don't drink it. One day all of your drive went and inspiration went down the drain. You did some but always stopped. You would drink it, right? Yeah, then you may end up with a story to tell the grandkids about how you drank the paint water that time. I think any artist who's been painting for long enough and is ADD has drank the paint water at some point. I've definitely done it at some points. Yeah, when I was back in Canada and I had friends over all the time for painting, I actually had one cup and I'd written on it in marker, or my friend wrote it on in marker, like, paint cup, do not drink. Do not put in with regular rotation of cups. Just to keep it super separate. But yeah, it happens. Okay, so we're just gonna put water on all of these, get them activated. But yeah, also, like, you can tell kind of that these are indie ones because they have quite a few bubbles in them, and that's the kind of thing, like, this is a, you know, it's an independent indie company, but it's a very professional company, and they're so smooth and glossy with no bubbles. So, just little quality things you can pick up. You're a drawer, so you're safe. You only eat pencil sharpener thingies. Are you, do you stream on Twitch your art? And do you have like an Instagram or a website? Feel free to post a link. And let me know if you stream on Twitch, and I'll give you a shout out and a follow. Okay, so I'm really excited to see what these guys look like. Oh, I should also swatch these on black. That's a little bit more purple than I expected. It looks very yellow toned, which I prefer yellow toned pinks in the pan, but it looks very purple toned on the paper. That's really interesting. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you really have to try them before you know. That one I'm pleased with. That's a really nice, like, vibrant red pink color. That's fun. Okay, I like that peach. That's a really peachy orange, which is totally my color. I was actually hoping for more of a highlighter vibe. I'm hoping this yellow is kind of highlighter vibey. The one is something really neon bright. Oh, it is. Yes. Okay, the yellow is really bright. I was hoping, but what can you do? That's a fun green. That actually has a little bit more blue than I expected, considering it has a yellow shimmer in it. That yellow shimmer is deceiving me. On Instagram. Feel free to post a link to your Instagram. Links are open, so you can just post in the chat. You draw for a year and 7 months. Ooh, fun. So I definitely recommend just, yeah, posting as much as you can while you're learning, because it's going to be so interesting to look back for you in the future. Okay, this is really cool because in the pan, this one looks more yellow toned than this one looks more blue toned. On the paper, this one is more yellow toned and this one is more blue toned. So that is really interesting. I don't know, yeah, like it even shows up on camera. That's cool. But yeah, in the pan, it's very much the opposite. So very fun. Let's go check out the Instagram. Oh, and then I should switch to my other 6 before going further down the page. Oh, cute! Okay, yeah. Lots of illustration-y kind of anime style, cartoon stuff. Oh, excellent use of color. Sorry, I don't really do share screens very much because my computer doesn't handle it, otherwise I would, but everyone go check a look at this Instagram. And has been hell of a, oh my god. Definitely check out my mugs I have for sale if you are into had a hell of a Boston Husband Hotel because I made these a couple months ago and I'm super proud of them. But yeah, other than that, love your Instagram. Thanks for sharing. Okay, I need to add some colors to these already. There we go. Okay. I want to do these in a line. But I won't. I'll do it like this. Okay, see, I feel like these are going to be opposite too. I feel like that one looked brighter in the pan because it has the yellow shimmer in it. But on the page, it looks darker because the yellow shimmer doesn't show up so much on the white paper. Yeah, isn't that really funny? They're the opposite. All of these, she must have used the same yellow shimmer in a bunch of these because it's tricking me consistently. So now I know, but it's going to be really interesting to swatch these on the black paper because it might reverse itself on the black paper. Where the shimmer shows up more than the pigment on black. What do you use for your colors? Do you use markers or pencil crayons? Ooh, this purple's really nice. I call this kind of a grape pop purple. And then this black was included and I wasn't really sure about that, but okay, it's a nice black. I don't use black very often, but it's nice to have one. It came with the set, so I wanted every other color in the set. I'm so curious about the difference between those gold pigments. That's so wild. The red pink doesn't have a lot of shimmer in it. That's interesting. Most of these have quite a bit of shimmer because I don't think they're actually yellow pigment shimmers. I think they're colored shimmers with a bit of yellow, like a yellow color shift, if that makes sense. Interesting. Okay, I have to swatch these on black immediately because I need to see what they're going to do. Oh, and then I forgot, I have free samples that also came with the, what the heck did this order come from? I should know that. Clover, it was Clover something. Where's my phone? And I'll look it up. I don't know where my phone is. Did I leave my phone inside? I might have left my phone inside. When I spilled everything everywhere. Because I don't see it outside. Okay, well I will get you guys the name of this company at some point. Okay, so this is a holographic shimmer, I'm assuming, or just a silver shimmer, but it's probably holographic. And then this is like gorgeous, like super duo or trichrome. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, let's give them a second to sit. And these ones will definitely look amazing on the black paper, especially the chrome, via a hollow chrome. If it is a hollow chrome or if it's just a silver, I'm not sure. I went new into life so cheap. I'm actually not seeing any hollow effect in it yet, so it might just be a silver. This one already looks amazing, just in one thing. Skirt, don't you dare cause trouble. Still can't tell if that's a holographic or just a silver. Yeah, this one's definitely designed for black paper because it doesn't even have a lot of real pigment in it. It's all duochrome pigment, triple chrome or something, so it doesn't even look that great on white paper, but on black paper it's gonna look amazing. Whereas these ones I bought because they also have pigment in them, not just shimmer or duochromes, so that I knew they would also look good on white paper, because I work on white paper more than on black paper. Okay, cool. Let's do some black swatches. So there's no point swatching these on black because there's no shimmer in them, so they're not really going to show up much on black. Black paper is definitely best used with shimmer paints, and I love shimmer paints, so that works out for me. Let's maybe do the cover is made of basically the same material as the rest of it, so let's maybe do color swatches on the inside cover. we're gonna wet all of these again. Pink. Oh, it looks so... See, look at how goldy that looks on the black. Remember how I was saying it looked too purpley for me on the white? That's this one here. Like, the difference isn't astounding on the black paper. It's suddenly goldy and barely pink at all. And definitely not purpley at all, so yeah. The difference can be extreme. This one looks amazing, but again, way more, like, just, they look different on the black paper. Very fun. Like, see how close that orange and that pink look when they're on the black? They don't look super different at all. But on the white, the orange and the pink, the middle top and the middle third, they look very different. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're currently testing oil charcoals. Fun. I'm trying to think what an oil charcoal is. Is that like colored charcoals? Because I've worked with like oil pastels and I've worked with charcoals before, but I don't know if I've ever worked with oil charcoals. Yeah, see, look at this. Exactly what I predicted. The green in the pan that looks more yellow, on black paper looks more yellow. Same with the blue-green. On white paper, they look the opposite. The top one looks more blue and the bottom one looks more yellow. Middle row, greens. But yeah, on black paper, the shimmer dominates and it comes through the way I predicted. That's so interesting. So yeah, that gold shimmer, I can see it in the pan, but not on white paper. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's a good color. Oh my goodness, look at how blue that one is. That's like such a huge difference. It looks so green, like, oh my God. Wow, these are so interesting. Like, they look totally opposite on the white paper. That's so, you have to ignore this bottom one here. It's these two in the middle. But oh my God, that's cool. Like, they're so different. They make me think I've swatched them wrong, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I will double check, but wow. And that's the actual dark blue. That purple's beautiful. Really ultraviolet, vibranty. And see, that one has barely any purple in it at all once you put it on here. That's funny. Like any pink, it just looks more purpley. And then the black's not really gonna show up, but put it on there for consistency. Okay, and then we will swatch these two as well. Oh, and these ones also have their names written on them, but they're written on like the sides of the pan, so I'm gonna have to lift those out. And I should maybe have done that before I got them all wet, but you know, you live and learn. Oh, oil pastels. Oh, fun. Yeah, I haven't done oil pastels in a long time, but I was doing chalk pastels, I don't know, 6 months ago? Not too long ago. I think it was earlier this year. I think it was either this year or last year, but I was definitely doing chalk pastels for a little bit. These look so absolutely different than their counterparts over here. That is wild. Just wild. What shows through on the shimmer and what shows through on the white. Okay, so this is definitely just a silver, not a hollow. So that's interesting. Kind of wish it was a hollow. I don't think I actually have a nice hollow. But I definitely have nice silvers, so that's a shame. But it was a free sample, so I can't complain. Especially when this other sample is so interesting. Yeah, like look at this one. It's even got different size glitters in it. Can you guys see that? Oh my god, the color shift is like from purple to teal. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but it's really nice in person. Yeah, there's even a red color shift in there if you go far enough. You can see it better on camera than you can in real life. Cool. Oh, I'm so pleased with these. These are fun. So I'm kind of just like wasting time right now, kind of waiting for things to dry off a little bit. Okay, I suppose what I should do is go inside, get like a pen so I can write down the color names. Oh, what am I going to use on this? I was forgetting that this is black paper and I can't just use a regular pen on it. What am I going to use to write down the color names here? I don't think I even have a white marker, like a white pen right now, which is something I should have for watercolor work, but I don't think I actually do because it's kind of the cheating option, and so I try to avoid it. And so I don't think I have one right now, but I should have one because it's also just a technique, and any technique is useful in its own time. Okay, so I am going to go get a pen, and I'm going to go look around my art supplies and see if I have something that will write on the black paper other than just like one of my opaque gouache, like my white gouache watercolor or something like that. So yeah, I would be back. We will give these a label. I won't be gone very long. Try not to knock anything over again, because I already knocked over my drink once. We have pens and we brought some white gouache. Oh, I should have run an ad while I was standing up. I'll do that now though. I get reset up. I also did a ton of research before buying fine liners to use with watercolors. So these ones, the Pigma Micron fine liners, can be used on top of or underneath watercolor, and that's what I needed. I needed ones that wouldn't bleed through if you painted watercolor on top of them, because I wanted to do this style thing where I sketched it out first and then painted over top without the black moving at all, and so I've been very happy with these. So I recommend them. Okay, so let's look at the colors for these guys. Like I said, they are listed on these little packagey things. Is it like dry enough to put my hand all over it? Probably not, but you know, taking risks is my middle name. It's a terrible middle name. Should not just be sitting here with this open, but I am going to ban this bot. There we go. Okay, so this is Peril Orange. I'm really nervous to put my hand on it. Should also write the name of the company on here too, would make sense. Now this is honestly, this is quite a waste of space on the palette to be keeping these stupid little things in here, but because I didn't want to dilute the beauty of this palette by putting anything else in here, and I'm not short on space because my new ones had their own little tin handy to go into that I had been waiting for something. I'm not worried, but at some point I will have to take these stupid little paper cuts out because they're really not, they're just wasting space right now. But they look so good. Like they're just solely in here for aesthetics. They're not in here for any other reason. They technically are their own swatch card, right? Because these are like, I feel like they might be literally the paint like written on here, because this is a, like I said, it's an indie small company. So they're making all this stuff from, you know, for themselves and not sending it to a print shop. But yeah, I'm trying to like pull them out without damaging the cardboard too much because they're just popped in there. Yeah, see, look, on this one you can even tell it's definitely painted over the text. So like they printed these labels, cut them, and then like, or like painted them and then cut them, and like it's literally the exact paint swatch. So they are their own paint swatches. Trying to make sure I spell this right. Phthalo green is a tricky word to spell. Phthalo. I've never seen a phthalo green either. Usually you see phthalo blue. Spring green, which doesn't tell me what pigment is in it. Oh. And then this is copper blue, so it's that beautiful, it looks like the color of like the Empire State Building, because it is literally made from copper. So it is the color. And I love that color. Copper blue, and then this one we're gonna call, what did I say? Lapis lazuli blue. Yeah, I've been super impressed with the quality of these paints. Like, look at how nicely they respond to water. Yeah, these ones I feel like are not actually sufficiently dried for me to start pulling them out of this pan, but I'm impatient, so I'm gonna do it anyways. But yeah, you can see how there's a little label on the side of them. start with the ones, and then we'll try this big one here. Start with the ones in the middle that are easiest to pull out. But they have magnets on the bottom of them, which is so great, because if they didn't, they would just slide all over this pan. And because, which is fine, I have that too. But this pan doesn't have an attached lid. The lid is completely open. And so I didn't want open paint jars in here, because if the lid opened in my bag and I take my paints outside a lot on plein air, they would all fly everywhere. But this way, even if the lid opens, they'll just stay exactly where I put them. So magnets are great on paint pans if you can get them. And it also like is worth, you know, indie watercolors can be cheaper, they can be expensive, and like this is one of those things that makes you feel like you're really paying for quality, because like they got the pans with the magnets on them. Like that's more expensive than just cheap pans, and so it's really nice. We feel like it's really worth it. I'm trying to get these in order so I can write down their colors. Smush my fingernail into it. What a waste. What a waste of beautiful pigment. But it's my own fault for doing this too early. Well, they're still wet. Okay. So I have to be really careful here not to mix up their color order. That's correct. And then it's black. There we go. So we have Blessed, totally, Crush. Oh, that's cute, like Orange Crush, like the soda. That's actually super cute, and it does look like Orange Crush soda. Lit, that's kind of a fun name. Flexin. The real benefit to doing swatch samples like this is when you run out of one of these colors, you can remember what it's called. You're like, oh yeah, I would like more of that one, if you want to order it again in the future. Wipeout. That's an interesting name for a black color. I would have called Wipeout a blue color because of the surfing connotations. Fly. That's fun. Sweet. See, I would have called this one Sweet because it looks like grape candy to me. Like grape soda. Whatever. Fresh. That's fun. Duh. That's cute too. Okay, and then the samples I had were Soane and Holy Shit, which is fun names. I still didn't grab my phone when I got up. That was stupid. It's crazy how bland Holy Shit looks on white paper and then how much fun it is on dark paper. Yeah, that's amazing. Then, okay, so let's try to write these in gouache. Yeah, so you guys can kind of see. Oh, and I should write the names of the companies. So this is agallocolors.com. And then I still don't have my phone, so I can't look up the other one for you guys yet. But I will do. It's Clover something. Clover Colors. I think she changed her name recently on Instagram. So she's rebranding or something. So that's why I'm really struggling to remember it. Well, I obviously have the order somewhere. I could probably look it up on my inbox without getting my phone, I suppose. If I wasn't being lazy, I could do that. Oh no, I'd have to be super lazy because I ordered it off of my art email. And like, I'm not even logged into that on here, so screw that. Sorry guys, you'll have to wait until I stand up to get my phone, which I will probably do right now. No, I'm gonna write down these colors first. Okay, let's put these back in. They're so cute together. I'm also really pleased with the size of this tin, the fact that it fits 12 watercolors really nicely. I feel like it could maybe fit more, but like definitely not a whole nother row. Yeah, definitely not. Maybe half of another row. Like I could probably get 4 more watercolors in here. So that's something to consider in the future. That actually looks really nice together, that little segment of blues and yellows. Okay, but I'm just messing around now. And I shouldn't be doing it while they're wet, because as you can see, they get damaged. Smush that back in. And again, because these are relatively high quality indie ones, they're like so much pigment in here, which is nice. I wonder if it would make more sense to put these in a way where I could see the label. I'm just messing around now. Go ADD. I'm just wondering if I could put these in a way where you could see the labels. Let's find out. Let's find out, guys. Let's try. I did rows longwise instead of shortwise. But like 3 of them. Oh, will they fit? Can I get a whole row crosswise? Because if they look stupid, I'm not gonna do it. Kind of. Ah, and I smushed it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I keep saying that and I keep doing it more, and it's like, well, why I'm doing this is because that's who I am. No, they really don't fit longwise. That's annoying. Okay, maybe the other way, because I'm nothing if not curious. Okay, they do fit that way. Maybe that would work. Then you could still read the labels. Hey! But you also have to make sure you place them down, because otherwise the magnet freaks out and does stupid stuff. That's kind of fun. You can definitely see the labels on them like that. The bottom row is a little hard to read. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now just because it's fun to see the little labels. Especially because there is some difference in the colors compared to what I think they look like, so looking at the swatch sheet is helpful. Alright, cool. Fun. Alright, let's try to label these ones on the block. I'm going to get a very fine brush, and we're pretty much just going to use gouache right from the tube with a little bit of water in the brush. Because gouache watercolors are opaque. That is the whole deal with them. So if I use it like this, I should be able to. But they still dry differently than you expect, so it's not. I still don't know how legible these are going to be once they dry, because I can see quite a bit of this has barely any pigment in it. It's just water. I can have more pigment in it. That's better. That one you can tell is going to show up because it's just pigment. If you don't have any water on your brush, it makes the brush harder to use. But that is a technique, isn't it? It's brutal. It looks brutal. Also, this keeps popping out of the tube more, so quit that. I want you to go back inside your tube. Maybe because it's hot. Well, this is convincing me I need to buy a white pen. This is brutal, as the paint color says. But yeah, see how the brush is kind of like separating into pieces right now? It's because there's not enough water in it. Yeah, see, I can't even get a decent tip on the brush, but now it's way too wet and it's going to dry like nothing. That's a pretty good compromise, actually. I guess you can see what I'm doing very well. Sorry. It's not most exciting. It's also interesting they called a blue color fresh. Usually fresh is reserved for green colors. So I would have called wipeout. I would have called a green wipeout instead of a black, and I would have called a green fresh instead of a blue. But then, yeah, I guess the idea is, what are you calling the blacks and the blues? Or the blacks and the blues. Well, I guess you would call the blue wipeout. So really, you just have to name the black. I feel like there's tons of things you could call a black, though. Blackout would be the obvious one. But maybe she already had a blackout paint. She thought it was too obvious. But see how this isn't working right? Like it's not putting the lines where I want it to? That's because the brush doesn't have enough water on it. Okay, I think those are like legible though, which is the point. Now, if you ever have this thing where your paint starts coming out the top, see if you can unroll the bottom a bit and kind of like squeeze on the bottom in experimental ways, because sometimes you can kind of suck the paint back in. This one is not working very much, and I feel like I already got it most of the way in, so I'm going to just put the lid on. But the more you can do that, the less likely you will have paint get stuck around the threads. And when paint gets stuck around the threads and dries, that's how you get paint tubes that you can't open again, which is very frustrating. But also, if you ever have a paint tube you can't open, oil or watercolor or whatever, acrylic, use a wrench. I use a wrench all the time to get difficult paint tubes open. But sometimes that can backfire because this part is stronger than this part, and this part will start like cracking and opening, and you'll get leaks in the tube paint because it gets too smushed. So there's always things to watch out for. But yeah, I do recommend a wrench if you ever have a paint tube that won't open. Okay, so these are the colors. I'm actually really surprised by how different they are on the black. Like it's not something I wasn't expecting, but they're so different. And especially I'm really glad that I bought them to use on white paper because I wanted that rainbow color effect. And on black paper, they're not even that much of a rainbow, right? Like the pink doesn't look pink. three to four of the blue purples look almost the same color, right? Like those top 4 blue purples, they look very similar. And yeah, lit and flexing actually both look like yellows. The flexing doesn't look like a green at all, so that's really interesting. Crush and lit look very much like they do on white, so does Totally. Brittle's not bad. Sweet looks the same as it does on paper, and so does Whatever, but then Fresh and Fly also look like that. So, very interesting. Does the black have a little bit of a shimmer in it? I'm trying to tell. It might actually have a tiny bit of shimmer in it, now that I'm looking at this black dried on the paper. It might have a little bit of, I don't know, silver or black shimmer or something in there. I can't tell if that's just the pigment. Interesting, at any rate. Fun. Okay, what am I actually going to do? I should probably like actually paint something, hey? That'd be an option, I suppose. Oh, I should get up and find my phone, to be quite honest. Okay, I'm going to get up and look for my phone. Which, if I'm unlucky, is already out here somewhere. I just can't find it, but I think I left it inside. I think I left it inside when I spilled everything and had to clean things up. So let's go have a look for it. It was inside. Oh yeah. Let me find the name of this company for you guys, so I can also add it to my swatches. Okay, the company name appears to be Studio Cloverset. And like, what's the website? Okay, studiocloverset.com. And this is one of those great Instagram channels that shows you videos of them making the paint, and it's so satisfying to watch. It's just great. Oh yeah, I should write this in gouache too. Damn it, I just closed the gouache tube. I guess it's getting opened again. And then I kind of want to put her Instagram on here. Although she did wipe a bunch of her old things off of Instagram. Like I said, she's doing some sort of rebrand. Studio Clover said is the Instagram. Okay. But yeah, like watch this video. These are amazing. It's so much fun to watch. So satisfying. Just beautiful stuff. So I highly recommend watching paint mixing channels because, yeah, they're just amazing. And paint pouring too. You can see them pour it. It's fun. But yeah, making watercolor by hand involves a lot of this. And that's a glass molar, and it smushes all the paint in. The other company I recommend is Iule. I have watercolors from her already, and they're great. My previous set of shimmer paints were from Iule. All right, I don't know what to paint. Okay, I want to do something on white paper because I like the way these look on white. Let's just do a little floral one on one of these little. Actually, let's do it on one of my cheap papers. I don't really care about cuts anymore. You know, don't want to waste a nice quality piece. So this one we are going to flip around because it's got dots on it already. Although dots generally make things look better, not worse, so use it. Alright. This is a new brush. I'm not sure I'm super pleased with it. I think it's not stiff enough. It's very flexible, but maybe I'm just not used to it, and if I got more used to it, I would really like it. Okay, what do we want to paint? Probably just some flowers. Probably some flowers and some words, because I feel like these kind of shimmer paints are great for calligraphy. But also, I feel like these colors are going to go well together with these dark pigments, because sometimes when you have a shimmer paint that's not quite opaque enough, not pigmented enough, you can put it over top of a traditional watercolor, and then it just looks amazing. And then if you're me, you end up getting glitter mixed into all of your colors because you're not very careful about it. And then even something you paint when you're not trying to add any shimmer ends up having shimmer when you look at it later, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, that's fine. All right, let's try not to spill water on everything. That's a terrible location, and I'm not going to leave that there. That's just a bad idea. I'm going to use it there to put water on everything, and then I'm going to move it because I can feel already that it wants to fall over and cause me grief. I'm not going to use the black. Why did I put water in the black? All right, probably just a flower. Oh, maybe something summery. I could write summer. What would be summer? I pink. I'm trying to use the nature of the fact that this really this brush wants to be really smushed. That's maybe not very centered for how summer should come across here. I also probably should have put an orange in there. I'm gonna run out of colors. Summer, so 2 M's, green, blue, purple, purple. So let's use this green. Purple. I'm not very good at calligraphy. I don't do it very much. I enjoy it. Oops, that one. Oh, that's the other thing I should be doing. I should be trying to like smear over some of these colors while they're still wet, like putting a bit of that there and letting it bleed while it's still wet would be smart. Screwed up looking size. That's actually not bad. I don't hate that. It's not like my best work, but it's kind of cute. I don't know, put some flowers or something around here. It's a good summer flower. Internet, what's a good summer flower? Oh, I should just look at my flower pictures that I've taken recently. That I literally take for the exact purpose of making art. Like these fellas. Okay, these are fun to work with. I like those three. Alright, what other flowers do I want to put in this? I think what colors I haven't really used yet. Oh, the orange peachy tone would be a good one to use. And then like maybe some of these purples and yellows would be good. So let's put some orange peachy tone up. No, maybe put the orange peachy tone up here and the purples and yellows over here. Just to kind of mix things in. I'm just kind of making up this flower, by the way. This is not really what's in my example here. Making it work. Yeah, that's like nice, actually. Okay, I'm pleased with those. Oops. smaller just to get some more variation. Okay, I'm not sure about my composition here. Maybe I'll fill it in with some leaves. Oh, these have weird crinkly leaves. That's kind of fun, actually. Water on both of those. Both of the greens, so I'm gonna need them. That one can maybe have some yellow in there, actually. Give it some color variation, right? Yeah, some yellow in the centers here. These are mostly dry, and if they do bleed a little, it'll look good, so I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't want them to like fully bleed out, but a little bit will work. Some space there. That was kind of a shitty leaf, but what can you do? Okay, what other leaves do I have? Well, these fellows. Those are kind of heart-shaped leaves, and these have kind of leaf-shaped leaves. This a bit lower. Do that after I put these leaves in because I want to do it while they're still kind of wet. I think we do better with the heart shape because there's more space here. Again, I don't know why I'm doing this in the wrong line of sight here. Like, I should have started at this corner instead of the bottom corner, and now I'm paying the price. Yeah, that's kind of cute. It's really just a test of these paints anyways. Or I would have planned it out a bit more, but it's fun. Make these a little pointy without ruining them. I'm only sometimes succeeding. Okay. And the final ones are going to be leaf-shaped leaves. Yeah, more of a pattern, yes. would honestly just be using a smaller brush for this, but you know, here we are. Oh, has everyone got to watch Wolverine and Deadpool yet? Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever it's called. Because I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Would watch again. Alright, I'm not sure I love this work, but it was really just an excuse to kind of test out the colors. Again, this paper is not good. It's not good quality at all, and it actually does make a difference, I find. Like, it does things, it doesn't help you. Some watercolor paper helps you, and some watercolor paper hurts you. Right? So this paper, it doesn't help. Like, anything it does that I'm not expecting is not a good thing. Whereas some watercolor paper, you do something and it does something great that you weren't expecting, and it's like, oh, okay, that's better though. That's better than what I wanted to do. This paper, it kind of generally does the opposite, and so that's fine. It's good for testing stuff out. So I think we're done with that. Again, it's not super exciting or anything. And like, I'm also not like super stoked about the fact that this isn't even very connected, I guess. Like, I don't know, I should try to connect it a bit more. I feel like there's this gap in the middle of it for no reason. Okay, that's better. I do think that kind of fixed it up a little bit. I mean, it's still just, it's never going to be one of my favorites, but it's done. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done with that one. I should do something on good quality paper instead, maybe? Oh, and I should pull down this. I'm gonna put down the sharp. The sun is setting now. The sunset is on camera. Yeah, there it is. Just lovely. what do I want to do now? I'm getting hungry is what it is. So I'm like, I don't want to paint at all. I want to eat food. And it's like, okay. Might be time for a food break. What do I want to eat today? Oh my god, I've been making my delicious Turkish eggs recently. I think I made them twice this week. Oh, they're so freaking good. They're so easy. Poach eggs. You warm up Greek yogurt with some garlic, fresh grated garlic, just to room temperature. Then you clarify some butter with some chili flakes in it. Then you put the eggs on the yogurt and the butter on the eggs. Then you dip toast in it. And it is the most divine food I can imagine. If I had a last meal, that would be it. It is my favorite thing in terms of food, period, on the earth. So good. Relatively healthy because it's all just like, whole foods. It's a lot of fat, so it's yogurt and eggs and butter. So it's not like it's like vegetables, but it's not processed. And it's delicious. It's so good. Healthy fats. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I'm kind of waffling about. Okay, let's run an ad while I'm trying to decide what to do. Yeah, it's also lopsided. Maybe I should add some more leaves down here. It is lopsided and it looks weird. I didn't plan this one out. Clearly not well enough. Let's see, this one goes so close down to the bottom of the page. Needs something to go. That's better. At least there's some balance down here now. I just don't think I'm ever going to be super happy with this. But again, I keep trying to say it's a test item. Alright, I should get up and maybe do some food. What am I going to do though? I don't want to do my garlic yogurt eggs, my Turkish eggs tonight, because I just did them yesterday. They were so freaking good. Also, I think I only have one egg left. And it's best with at least 2 poached eggs. Honestly, what else do I have? I have some soba I could still use. Oh, but I'm out of my crunchy, good, delicious toppings. So I don't have seaweed. I need to go buy some. What else do I have? I could do... I need to check what vegetables I have because I might be running low on vegetables. I think I ate all my salad, for instance. So let me go check my fridge before I decide what I'm going to eat for dinner. I will be right back. I'm going to leave stuff in the realm of the camera so that it's not completely boring. Oh, it'll be too long though. Got lemon water here. Add to my drink. Alright, I have a weird mix of stuff in my house, so I'm going to do that thing where you look up on the internet, what can I make with X, Y, and Z? And my X, Y, and Z is like portobello mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes. I have a bunch of random stuff, but those are two of the ones I want to eat, so let's start with those and see what the internet has to offer. I suppose I should do this on my phone. I also have these like absolutely stunning, beautiful raspberries, and I keep forgetting that I want to make raspberry scones, raspberry white chocolate scones, until it's like the evening, and I'm like, I don't want to make them in the evening, but I probably should just because evening is irrelevant to me anyways. Okay, what have we got here? Tuscan-style stuffed mushrooms in creamy sun-dried tomato sauce. That sounds absolutely perfect, and I think I have some cream cheese. I'd have to check though, but I think I have some cream or cream cheese. That actually sounds really perfect. Spinach. I don't have any spinach. Okay, this is definitely what I'm gonna make though. Good job, internet. You did it like immediately. I'm like, I have these 2 ingredients I would like to eat. Internet made it work. And I have some Parmesan for on top. Okay, they want spinach. I could also just go to the grocery store. It's open for like another 40 minutes. I would have to end the stream though. I guess I wouldn't have to end it. Probably should anyways if I'm switching away from art. But I don't know if I am switching away from art. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just figuring it out. Also, they cut the portobellos. So portobellos are actually really hard to find in Rome. I don't see them very often in grocery stores. They had them at my grocery store this week. But they were sliced. They were pre-sliced. Like, why would you not leave those beautiful portobellos as caps? Because that's why I like making burgers out of them. But they're pre-sliced, but they're still delicious. Okay, what have they done? They put tomato sauce inside. Okay, they put tomato sauce, spinach, and cheese. Okay, I think I have tomato sauce. Okay, these guys just used a cream, and I'm pretty sure I have an unopened cream, and they made kind of like a, I don't know, a stew, I guess? More liquid. They use spinach too. Damn it, maybe I need spinach. Spinach would go excellently with this meal. Or zucchini. If I went to the store and bought spinach, zucchini, cream cheese. This could be really, really delicious, you guys. I'm thinking I might do that now because this would be much better with some zucchini in there, and spinach is always good. Spinach is hard to find. My grocery store might not actually even have spinach, but they might have some frozen spinach. Yeah, for some reason, Italy is not big on spinach. Alright, what am I gonna do, guys? I'm gonna go to the grocery store, I have to decide soon, because it does close in 40 minutes. Let's double check that. There will be one open. A line somewhere around me. Close at 9. My close one. There's 2 close ones. One's better and closer. One's better and further. One's closer and easier. Alright, so debate time. Questions. Should I end the stream? And I won't come back because I know I won't. Should I pause the stream, like do be coming back screen? Go to the grocery store, switch the camera around for cooking, and then try to do more art. Will I do that though? Or will I just not want to do more painting after I've cooked and eaten? Decisions. I have a minute or 2 to decide, and then I'll be stuck with whatever choice I make, because I'll have to go somewhere. This is nice. This has a lot of shimmer. This whole page is very shimmery. The red is surprisingly unshimmery. Every other paint has like a default amount of shimmer to it. The red doesn't have a lot, which is interesting. It is a pretty color. It has a little. It's a really good on there. I feel like I'm gonna go to the store. I feel like I'm gonna end the stream, go to the store, and be done for the day. I think that's where we're at. We had a good stream. We got to test out all the paints. We got to show you guys all the stuff I've been working on. I really wish Notion would just let you use your browser find function because it's so much faster than the Notion find function. Also, it seems to be freezing my stupid computer for some reason. Sunset is really beautiful tonight, though. Let's see a little bit more now that the sun's less gone. Now I won't really show on camera. Oh well. Right. Excited for dinner now. This is gonna be delicious. I need to get this going though. My computer is being really slow on me. It's not fun. Let me know what you guys are doing for dinner, what you're up to. Art raid. Okay, we're gonna raid Steve's sketches because we haven't raided him before. Let's give it a go. Double check I spelled that right. How this works at all. Okay, yeah, I think it's that easy. Cool. All right. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We didn't get too much actual art done, but I kind of just wanted to test some stuff out. So thanks to everyone who was here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed the sunset and chill vibes and the art recommendations. Again, the two companies, watercolors I was using were A Gallo Colors and Studio Cloverset. I don't know where my camera is at all. There we go. So you can see, and I recommend both of them. They're both really nice quality paints and really fun, especially the shimmer ones, which were completely different on black paper. So cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back soon because I have more time right now for streaming, which is excellent. If you're new here, my name's Natasha. We do creative streams, co-working, art, fashion design, graphic design, all sorts of cool stuff. I hope we will see you again in the future, and yeah, give a follow, hang out. Bye for now, guys. Have an excellent night. Have an excellent dinner wherever it is you are, or whatever meal time it is for you. Bye now.